For my final words as Marauder 6, I would like to share 3 stories that I hope relay my passion for recruiting and my thankfulness to all those who made these last 2 years the highlight of my Army career. The first story I would like to share is that of my father. Anthony Lopez was the youngest of 10 children, born to Fred and Lillian Lopez in a very small house in Southern California. My dad was drafted in 1964 and served in Germany. And while he was in Germany, he tried out for the 7th Army Soldiers Chorus and was selected. Traveled all over Germany and the States and Europe singing for the troops. When he got out of the Army, he attended New York University on the GI Bill. And while he was in New York, he met a tall, beautiful blonde woman named Elizabeth Bear. And they got married and eventually moved to New Haven, Connecticut, so my dad could attend Yale University, where my sister, Carol, and I were born. Listen to the direction that story has taken. Humble start in California, enlisted in the Army, travel all over the world, end up at Yale University. The Army changed the direction of my father's life and gave him opportunities that he never would have had. This is a story of opportunity that we facilitate as recruiters every single day. It's easy to share this story because it's our story. Each one of us has taken advantage of the tremendous opportunities that the Army had to offer us and our families. The Army offers boundless opportunity to Americans aged 17 to 34. This is our story. This is our mantra. Dad, Mom, Carol, thank you for the opportunities and the support you gave me growing up that allowed me to write my own Army story. I love you and I am forever grateful. The second story I would like to share is the story of our beloved USAREC Command Team. Major General Frank Muth, Command Sergeant Major Tabitha Gavia. You came into this command with fresh ideas. You listened to recruiters at all echelons. You implemented change quickly and effectively. You built a culture based on positivity and winning. General Muth and Sergeant Major Gavia, you are a walking lesson in diversity, inclusion, teamwork, and family that our nation needs to sit up and pay attention to. In a time of discord and racial unrest in our nation, you set an example of unity and togetherness that is unmatched in our society. Please show me a Fortune 500 company with such unity and togetherness led by a white male and an African American female. I don't believe you will find one. You two are trendsetters. It was an honor to serve in your command. I believe we built a similar culture of teamwork and family in the Marauder Brigade. It was based on a philosophy of empowerment, focused on having a positive and winning mindset. The culture was carried by incredible battalion and company command teams and facilitated by a great brigade staff. This culture was modeled by 2 incredible command sergeants major, Ryan Raison and Todd Crowfoot. This culture was lived out every day by the station commanders and recruiters in the Marauder Brigade. To each echelon of leadership in the Marauder Brigade, battalion command teams, company command teams, station commanders, recruiters, civilians, and families, thank you for who you are and what you do every day. I was honored to lead this incredible organization and be part of your team for the last 2 years. Colonel Price, Tricia, welcome to the Marauder family. Carter, we've known each other a long time, and I'm pumped to hand the guidon over to you and excited to see where you will lead the brigade to new heights of achievement. The third and last story I would like to tell highlights this fact. Recruiting is a sacred responsibility because we are in the business of changing people's lives. In my 2 years in command, I put 4 people in the Army, and I have 2 in my funnel that are going to drop in August for a total of 6. But most of those came from social media or referrals. But one of those was different. I was at the Taste of Chicago and I was doing some face-to-face prospecting with a few of our recruiters. I walked up to a young African American man and I said, "We need people like you that are smart and fit. And you look like you should be leading America's finest in our Army. Over time, we stayed in touch, and he went through the process to join the Army. And when I went up to Detroit to swear him in, I took him out to lunch afterward, and he told me, "Sir, you changed my life. I was heading in one direction, and now I'm going a totally different direction." That young man has already graduated basic training, AIT, and he's at Fort Stewart. And he's an infantryman, just like I was. That was one person that I affected in 2 years. Our recruiters do that same thing hundreds of times every day. It is humbling to think about. This is a sacred business we're in, and amongst all the hustle, bustle, and numbers and mission, we can never forget that. Well, my story as Marauder 6 has come to an end. It was an incredible run. I loved every minute of it. Luckily, I have an incredible family to lean on as I come out of the high of brigade command. My incredible wife, Christy, my 2 boys, Ryan and Nathan, thank you for your love and support. I can't wait to write the story of our next chapter. Put them in boots, provide the strength, Marauders.